story from living out in the country. I know, that's what it sounded like. You're shooting your mom.
No, definitely
My
not.
mom was hitting the snake with a shovel,
Oh,
and then I
and
got
then
my gun and laid it on her.
I mean, really, that's what you said.
I mean, also in our grammar books,
Your poor
we're learning
mom.
about punctuation. So there was a sentence where it said, here, or Taylor, what was it?
It says, sorry, I gotta go. A friend just drove over Grandma. And so it says, this is a terrible tragedy of punctuation. And so and so it added the comma where it's just like, I gotta go. A friend just a friend just drove over Grandma and not drove over Grandma.
I've seen a lot of those on
It's
social
funny,
media.
Aiden can hear how we're talking about it shooting his mom.
Yeah, exactly.
Aiden, I hope you enjoy.
Wait, I hope you didn't shoot your mom.
I definitely didn't.
Okay, you
I
shot
shot
the
a snake.
snake.
You missed the
Okay.
snake and hit your mom.
All right, guys.
I did miss the snake a lot.
So it hit your mom.
Okay. I love our stories. All right, 13.7, volume of prisms and cylinders. We're finally getting to the end of the chapter. Almost done. We're talking about volume now. You know how all we've been doing is talking about area, and it's always something squared, right? Well, in volume, the units are always cubed. Always cubed. Izzy, Michaela, Aiden, Emily, Cecilia, and then Franz. Your composer reports are due today.
Can I turn it in the end of the day? I just have to have time to open the Chromebook and turn it in.
I don't know. Whenever. You need to take that up with her.
Or have it done, I just need to turn it in.
Yes.
I don't think Hayden has it done.
Hey Aiden, do you have it done? You can't respond. Well, wait. Can I see if I can act like what this people Aiden would say?
Wait.
No. There you go.
What time?
I don't have it done.
Okay, I gave you the note. All right? I'm the delivery person, that's it. I don't want to hear who did or didn't do their homework. That's between y'all and your other teacher.
Don't shoot the messenger.
That's all right, don't shoot the messenger.
Shoot the messenger.
Oh, I didn't do my math. I wanted to do this.
No, be quiet. I don't want to talk about that. I know. Stop talking. All right, here's your formula. Volume equals, there's the all too familiar big B meaning base. But keep in mind, it's also area of base shape. We are still doing that. Now, we're learning about prisms and cylinders today. Yes? Yes.
No.
So, excuse me. I'm the one talking, not you, Taylor. I went to college and got my degree. All right. If it's a prism, the formula is going to be either length times width, or what's the other one? They're the same thing.
Base times height.
That's right. Base times height. That's right. You can write it as LW or BH, whichever. Oh yeah, she did tell me that Aiden's is also due, but I'll have to, I guess, text him. Okay, that's verbatim. And then cylinder. Remember the cylinder, what does the base shape look like? It's a circle. That's right. So it's going to be pi r squared because it is a circle. Okay. I'm going to wait till everyone has this down. Put your pencils down when they're done. Cecilia, I do not know why you have your Chromebook open. We're doing math. Okay? Don't make me go Karen on you. All right. When your pencils and pens are down, that's when I know you're done taking notes. So please take all the notes you can and then put your pencil pen down. I'm not hurrying anybody. Okay, good. We're good. All right, so let's start working. And you know what? This is kind of funny because really, whoops, let me pause. It's all fine and dandy, except if you have like a triangular prism. So the area could be what?
1/2 times base and height.
If it's a triangle, whoops, that should be red. It should be 1/2 times base times height. If it's a triangle. So we need to add that there. Because it could be a rectangular prism. It could be a triangular prism. And so my old notes are really incomplete. All right, so now let me draw a picture. Okay. Well, thank you, sir. Shh. Whoops. There, it's kind of a funky triangular prism. Actually, it looks like a block of cheese to me, yeah.
Yeah. Without the whole and a little bit.
Well, that's cheddar.
A little lopsided. It's American cheese.
This is cheddar. I want it to be cheddar. It's my block of cheese I can choose.
I want it to be that one pizza box place where they make triangular pizza boxes. Okay. I'm gonna draw this.
All right. Draw your picture. Put your pencil down when you're done so I know you're done. Because I was not making it straight. Don't ask. Just draw the picture. This is a triangular prism. All right. All right. We're looking for the volume.
Special delivery from an
Flowers that often, and that's very sweet. Okay. What? No, I know. I think this is awesome. Okay, shh. I know. That's what I'm saying. These are so sweet. I love it. Okay. All right. So here we are. Aiden, if you're listening, I just got some flowers and candy. Okay. That's why we have to keep pausing. All right. So now let's go ahead. We're looking for the volume. We got to first determine our base, though. And our base, because it's a triangle, we've determined that it is 1/2 times base times height. Okay, so let's get to work. What is my base and height? Let's see, Emily.
You always ask me the questions.
Too bad.
No.
Yes,
What?
you're correct. 12 and 9. 12 and 9. Because, remember, this is a triangle down here, right? This is a triangle. Right, guys? Okay, and what did I tell you? This right here indicates that that's your right angle. So your perpendicular lines are your base and your height. Good job.
And your base can't be the hypotenuse.
That's right. And base and height cannot be hypotenuse. So 15 is really your hypotenuse. That's why I said they're going to try to throw you off. We're looking for clues. Okay? All right. So 15's not even involved. So what's the height? Let's see. Izzy. 10. This is your height. Because it's this right here. This time, unlike surface area, we don't need perimeter. Aren't y'all glad? All you need is your base, area of your shape, and the height. So now we start multiplying. And if you multiply correctly, wait and see what y'all get. I might save on time and just do it, but some of y'all could use the practice. What is it?
90?
For this whole thing?
Oh, yeah. Oh wait, no, never mind.
Huh? Yeah. What is it? 540. Now, because we're doing volume, it's going to be centimeters cubed. And no, well, we're not doing perimeter. I mean, the formula itself changed, but really, this is it. So if you notice, I was talking to Mr. Cole, and because he taught 6th grade all this same stuff, and probably on a little downscale level compared to y'all. But I even told him, I said, surface area is one of the hardest ones out of all of them to teach because there's so many different components to it. Volume is straightforward. You just have to remember, which formula you use for the big B, but that's it. There's no perimeter and stuff like that. There's no slant height. You have to use a Pythagorean theorem if they don't have the slant height, blah, blah, blah. So that's cool, huh? So today won't be bad. Be a nice Friday. So everyone have this down? If you when you're done, put your pencils down so I know. Taylor.
I decorated the triangular prism as a pizza box.
Oh, that's awesome.
It has 23 toppings available.
Taylor, we're doing math. All right, everyone has it? Okay. There's a game on Cool Math where you make pizza.
Pop.
Yeah. I like playing that sometimes. Okay. Now we're going to do cylinders. Now, the formula for that, for finding the volume, you know what it is?
V equals V times H.
Same thing. It's the same thing. Isn't that nice? Okay, so here's my cylinder. Oh, I'm having trouble today. Well, thank you. Okay. Watching y'all draw, okay. Now, let's talk about the big B The base is what shape, boys and girls? It's a circle. So what's the formula?
Pi r squared.
See, without even trying to memorize, y'all notice that we've been doing this so many times that it starts sticking to you. And that's what I tell my students all the time. I grew up really having trouble memorizing, memorizing. And I learned that if I write the formula for every problem, I start memorizing it without using all that effort. So that's why I tell y'all write every step. Okay, so what's your radius, by the way, Joanne?
4.
That's right. What's the height, Cecilia?
4.
Look at y'all. Okay, so let's start figuring up, and y'all can use your trusty calculators. You do 3.14. Pause. All right, Aiden. Sorry about that. Another interruption. This is old cameras. Okay, so y'all have plenty of time to catch up with all these interruptions. So, Taylor, what answer did you get? 351.68 centimeters cubed. All right, so if you got that, then you're calculating it correctly. If you messed up somewhere, try to see. Okay, hold on. Pause. Come back. All right, so let's do another one. This time, let's say we're doing a cylinder and we're given the volume equals 1356.48 feet cubed. The height is 12 feet, but we don't know the radius, so we got to figure that out.
Okay, ready? 1356.48.
1356.48. Okay, so if our formula is this, we just start plugging it in. This right here is what for a cylinder?
Pi r squared.
So then, really, it's going to be pi r squared h, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Michael? What?
I'm pretty sure you're supposed to square root of pi.
Hold on. Hold on. Now we're going to start plugging in our information. They gave us volume, so I'm going to put volume in place of the V. Then the pi we know. We don't know r squared, but we do know h, and h is 12. Okay, so let's see. Gabby, what do you think is the first thing I should do? Okay, and what two things should I be combining right now? Okay, so we're going to multiply because isn't all of this being multiplied, boys and girls?
Yes.
So then we're going to multiply 12 and 3.14. Because remember, we're isolating the variable. We're trying to isolate r. So 3.14 times 12 is 37.68 r squared. Because see, we're bringing down the r squared. Does everyone see that? If you don't, tell me now. Found the cameras. Okay. Now what do I do, Izzy? That's right. We're going to divide both sides by 37.68 because this cancels out and I'm left with just r squared and this is 35.9. We're going to round.
Oh, this one.
Okay. And we're going to round to the nearest whole, so I get 36 equals r squared. Because I'm rounding. Now, I'm going to ask, Whit, what do you think I do now?
You square both sides.
That's right, boys and girls, look. This is r squared. We just need it to be r. So, I'm going to square both sides. What's the square root of 36? Whit?
6.
And so 6 equals r. So your radius is r. Do y'all understand this part right here? The reason we did the square root, the reason why we did that is because we have to take this out of the square. It's a perfect square. We have to get the r by itself. Y'all understand? Emily, do you understand? Okay, so back up here. So do you understand how we got this? Okay, so we're wanting to isolate this right here because this is the only one that we don't have the measurement for, right? So we're looking for that. So this times this gives us this. So we're doing like intruder alert. So we're going to divide both sides by this number to get rid of it. We end up with this, but I rounded it to a whole number. We're left with r squared. Well, we need to get just r, not r squared. The only way to do that is to square root both sides, okay? Because the square root of r squared is just r, okay? You got it written down? All right, good. Y'all have this down? Cecilia, do you have it down? Izzy?
Yes.
All right. Let's do examples. We're doing page 578. Examples. Nope. Okay, everyone. If y'all would hurry and get your books open and stuff, we would be done. It would be moving, but I have to sit and wait till everyone has their books open. Okay, so number 2. Read the directions. Let's see, Michael.
Find the volume
Do what? What'd you say?
oh, wait.
I can't understand you.
Find the volume of the following.
Okay. So, look at your picture. And by now we've become experts, so I'm not even going to draw it. Here's our... Not right now, because I want to get the show on the road. You've got a picture in your book. Here's our formula. Okay, so this type, what shape, what area, I guess, am I using for the base? Raise your hand. Gabby. Okay, and what would the formula be? Okay, it's base times height or length times width, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and write that down. You want to use base times height? Okay, she wants to use base times height. And then that's also, and then the regular height. That's kind of confusing. All right, so let's see. Gabby, what's the two numbers that I'm multiplying for base and height? 12 times 9. And what's the height of the figure? 5. So I want you all to look at that. If you do not understand where she got that, you need to say something. You understand? All right. So if we multiply, we get 108 times 5. And to save on time, I'll tell you what you get, 540 meters cubed. What? Go. Does anyone have any questions about where this came from? Got it? All right. No questions, huh?
I love this one.
Joanne, do you have a question? Okay. Let's look at 8. All the way down to 8. We're doing the same thing, but we're dealing with cylinders. So, same deal. Michael, what is going to be my formula for the big B? There you go. Pi r squared times h, the height. Okay, so let's start plugging information. We know pi is 3.14. Michael, what's the radius?
2.
Very good. And what's the height, Michael? 9.7. Two squared is 4. So we multiply all those together. And we get 122 meters cubed. That's a 3. Any questions?
Did you round to the nearest whole or something?
That's cubed. Yes. You round to the nearest whole.
Is that only for this? What we're running?
What?
Well, actually, never mind. Always round to the nearest one.
If it tells in the directions.
Oh.
Any questions? Once you have this down, put your pencils down so I know you're done. All right. Number 14. Find the missing measure. Round answers to the nearest tenth. So you got to read the directions as to what you're going to be doing. Same formula. So 14, what is the big B formula going to look like, Cecilia? Okay. It can be B times H or length times width. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Okay, so Cecilia, what is your B and your H? Huh? I didn't hear you.
The base is 3.
Is what? I think you had it. I just can't hear you.
2.
Yes. what's the actual, do they have the height? So what else did they give us? Very good. So we're putting in what they gave us. Do y'all see that?
Oh, I thought that the question mark was a 7. I was really confused.
Oh, I see. So we know that our base is 3, the height, or you can do length times width, is 2. We know the volume is 36, and we don't know the height. Okay, so Cecilia, what do I do first? What am I looking for, Cecilia? Look up here. What am I looking for? Okay, so I need to get this all by itself, right? So what do I need to get out of there? And what is that? Now what do I need to do, Cecilia? That's right. We need to isolate that H, have it all by itself. So 6 equals H. And in this case, it's meters. So 6 meters equals H. And we're not finding volume, so it's not like 6m cubed or anything. Does anyone have questions? All right, look at 16. We're doing kind of the same thing. Michaela, what are they asking you to find?
The area of base.
That's right. They're asking us to find this right here. We don't know what it is. But for that shape, Michaela, what should it be?
BH.
Okay, it can be, but does it even matter in this case? No. We don't need to even figure out what formula we need for there. So what's the volume, Michaela? What did they tell you?
387.6.
And then what's the height?
3.8.
Okay. So Michaela, what do I need to do now to get B all by itself? Mm-hmm.
Divide by 3.8.
That's right. Because we want to get that B all by itself. So we're going to divide both sides by 3.8. And we get 102. And because this is area, then it's centimeters squared. Because we're looking for the area of the base. Any questions? Any questions about this one? All right, I got 2 more. When you're done writing, put your pencils down so I know that you've copied this. $18. Emily. What did they give us? They gave us volume, and what are they looking for? Height. We don't know what height is. So, we know what volume is. Can we figure out the base? What formula do I need to use to find the base? The area of the base. What shape is it? Okay, so how do you find the area of a circle? Very good. Pi r squared. Okay, so we have volume equals pi r squared times h. Do y'all see that? Do you see it? All right, they gave us volume, and what was it, Emily? Very good. We know pi, 3.14. Emily, did they give us radius? It's 3. And we don't know h. Okay, so you start doing the math. Emily, what's the first thing I need to do right here? Okay, and what do I do? Multiply which two? Bingo. We're going to multiply these two because we want to get rid of them. And I get 28.26H. Now, Emily, once you have that written down, what do I do? She's correct. And to save on time, you get 2.5 meters equals H. There, I did the math for you. When you're done copying this down, put your pencils down. And I got one more to do, and I'm setting you free. Any questions? All right. 20, last one. Width. Okay, for this shape, what is my B going to, what formula am I using for the B?
Based on type or length times width.
Yeah, whichever. Base times height or length times width.
Well, it says you don't have the length, so I would use length times width.
Okay, so yeah, they're asking for length, so we're going to go ahead and use length times width. Okay, so we've got to start plugging that in. It's going to be length times width times H. Okay, so they are looking for the length. That we don't know what it is. So what's the volume?
250.
We don't know the length. What's the width?
4.
Which is it? Because I need to find width and height. So which one's width and which one is going to be your actual height?
4. Because 5 is your height.
That's right. 5 is your height of the whole figure. Okay, so what do I need to do?
You're gonna do 4 times 5, and that's 20.
Now what do I do?
And you divide by 20 on both sides, and you get 12.5.
Very good. Are there any questions? All right, you're doing page 578 to 579. You are doing 1 through 21 odd. It's due Monday.